Yo, what up? Peace and blessing to the fam. This your big homie Jared with the Retro Insider as always. Thank you. Shout out to all you new and returning viewers for checking out today's video. We're going to take a quick look at the Nike Initiator. So this is a budget model from Nike, and I stumbled across this particular model after I purchased the Ascic Gel 1130. I was like, man, let me see what other budget models from other brands exist. So this is one that intrigued me. And as you can see, this colorway is kind of reminiscent of that Air Max TL 2.5 that I reviewed not too long ago. So colors of my college alma mater, so I had to give it a look. Now, as far as the retail price of this shoe, it's going to be $80, which is kind of unheard of in today's market and economy. Now, fortunately, I was able to get this from Nike.com. Actually had a 10% off discount from birthday rewards. So got this for $72 before tax. So a very accessible price point in this Y2K style. I think this would be a good option for those looking to just have an everyday shoe that's stylish, comfortable, and doesn't break the bank. Also should be a good option for back to school for your kiddos going back to school. So they have men's and women's sizing in this particular shoe in a variety of colorways. Although I will say a lot of the colorways on Nike.com are kind of sold out. So I don't know if they're going to be releasing more colorways or restocking the ones that already exist, but it's one to consider and keep an eye on for sure. So also, I think until like the end of the first week of August, this whole model will be 20% off. So that make it even cheaper, $64. And I just bought my mother a pair for her going back to school. But anyways, as far as the shoes materials, nothing to write home about, but it does mainly comprise of this navy mesh here on this particular colorway. And it's not super breathable. It's more kind of a closed mesh, but at the same time, it's not going to keep your foot hot and constricted. So of course, the overlays are done in these metallic panels, which is very reminiscent of the Y2K design style. And then we even have some of this synthetic mesh that appears, leather that appears on the shoe in different areas. So all in all, it comes together to make a good looking shoe in my opinion. So of course you have to be partial to this particular style, but I think it's a great option for those looking to get a shoe at a great price point. So as far as the sock liner, white, not super soft, feels kind of generic, but what will you expect for a shoe at this price point? And then the insole we have in the navy with the gold Nike hit, and the tongue done in this same mesh that's on around the shoe, had this Nike Initiator branding on the tongue here. So as far as this shoe, I think it originally released back in 2004-ish. Now I was in high school around then, but I really don't just remember this being a shoe that was on my radar. To me, looking back, this kind of reminds me of a shoe that someone would wear who really wasn't into sneakers. They just wanted to grab a Nike shoe at a decent price. This is probably what you would have bought. While sneaker enthusiasts probably went with another Air Max model that was a little bit more, I guess, catered to those who are sneaker lovers. Now, that's not to say this is a bad shoe then or even now, but just telling it like it is as far as what I would think this shoe comes from. Now, as far as the sizing, I went with my normal Nike size. So I usually go with a 12 in most Nikes. Now, if you're new to the channel, a lot of New Balance, I wear 11.5. Nike's mostly a 12. Some Jordans I go down 11.5, like an Air Jordan 5 and even an Air Force 1. But the 12 was good here. The width of the toe box wasn't too narrow, wasn't too wide, just right. So I would say most people would be happy going true to size in this shoe. However, there might be extreme cases where people with super wide feet might want to go up half size just to accommodate that wider foot width. So, and as far as cushioning, this midsole isn't anything branded like React or any other type of foam that Nike pushes, but that's not to say it's not comfortable. To me, sometimes I think a lot of those branded midsoles are kind of hyped and really just a bunch of marketing gimmicks, but that's neither here nor there. That's another conversation for a different day. But I think if you're just looking for a regular shoe to throw on and just make a day in. This is definitely more than capable of providing you with all day comfort. Whether you're walking, doing a little activities, this should be able to hold up even for an $80 retail shoe. So in the comments, let me know if you are familiar with the Nike Initiator, if you have any in your collection, or if this is a shoe that might be something you would consider. Like I said, Nike.com has colorways. Some of them are sold out in a lot of sizes, but I think other retailers have this shoe as well. Not a lot, but it is out there. So do a little research and you should be able to find a pair if you're interested. Matter of fact, Sneaker Politics has a more neutral beige cream colored version of this shoe with a light green swoosh, and a lot of sizes there for the retail price. So check them out if you are interested. But it's been real, guys. Thank you so much for checking out the video. If you made it to this point in the video and you're not subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button. And everybody, subscribers or not, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, please. Keep the vibes going with the Retro Insider. So in a couple days, I'll probably put a full review of this shoe on the retroinsider.com. That's also where you'll find release information for upcoming shoes and other content related to sneakers and some not related to sneakers that you might be interested in. But anyways, it's been real, guys. Thank you for tuning in once again. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Stay humble and proceed.